Even if you ate a can of sardines daily to get calcium and build strong legs as you age, but you don't eat these two canned foods I'm about to tell you about, you still won't build strong legs, especially as you age. And here's why. Sardines, while very nutrient-dense and rich in calcium, lack two critical bone-building nutrients, vitamin D and iodine. And a lot of seniors focus solely on increasing their protein intake and their calcium intake, but they forget how important vitamin D and iodine are to building strong legs as they age. Which is why in this video, I will tell you two canned foods that are not only rich in calcium, they are also packed with protein, vitamin D, iodine, and other bone-building nutrients all in one convenient package. I will also tell you 3 things to remove from your home today that can cause you to fall and lead to fatal accidents as a senior without strong legs. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe right away and tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Let us begin. Number 1. Anchovies. Anchovies are small silvery fish from the herring family that are typically caught in the Mediterranean Sea and Pacific Ocean, then preserved in salt or oil and canned for convenient long-term storage. What makes anchovies extraordinary for bone health is that they're eaten whole, bones and all, which means every single bite delivers an incredible concentration of calcium. A 3.5-ounce serving of anchovies contains approximately 232 milligrams of calcium. But here's what's remarkable. Because you're consuming the tiny, soft bones along with the flesh, you're getting calcium in its most natural, bioavailable form, which is the healthiest form. The reason anchovies have so much calcium is simple. Fish bones are pure calcium phosphate, the same mineral that makes up human bones. And when these bones are preserved and softened during the canning process, they become completely edible and easily digestible. Anchovies are nutritionally powerful and remarkably safe for several important reasons. They're what we call a small fish, meaning they're low on the food chain and have very short lifespans of just 1 to 3 years, so they don't accumulate the mercury and heavy metal toxins that larger, longer-living fish like tuna or swordfish collect over time. They're caught wild from clean ocean waters rather than being farm-raised in potentially contaminated environments. And they're processed quickly after being caught, which preserves their nutritional value and prevents bacterial growth that can occur in other canned seafood products. But that's not even the best part about anchovies. They are also one of the most high-protein canned foods on the planet, delivering approximately 29 grams of complete protein per 3.5-ounce serving. Now let me explain why this protein content is absolutely critical for building strong legs in seniors. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using dietary protein to build and maintain muscle tissue, a condition called anabolic resistance. This means seniors need significantly more protein than younger adults just to maintain the same muscle mass. Your thigh muscles, remember, are the largest muscle group in your body, and they require constant protein supply to stay strong and functional. Without adequate protein, your muscles begin breaking down faster than they can rebuild, leading to sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss that causes weakness, poor balance, and increased fall risk. The high-quality protein in anchovies provides all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair microtears from daily activity, synthesize new muscle fibers, and maintain the strength necessary to support your body weight, climb stairs, and recover your balance when you stumble. What's more, anchovies are loaded with other nutrients that are directly beneficial toward building strong legs in seniors. They provide substantial amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your joints and muscles, allowing you to move with less pain and stiffness. Anchovies are rich in selenium, a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from oxidative damage during exercise and daily movement. They contain iron, which carries oxygen to your leg muscles so they don't fatigue quickly during walking or standing. And they're packed with B vitamins, particularly B12, which maintains healthy nerve function that controls muscle coordination and prevents the numbness or weakness in legs that many seniors experience. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging followed 312 adults over age 65 for 2 years, tracking their fish consumption and physical function. Researchers found that participants who consume small, oily fish like anchovies and sardines at least 3 times per week had significantly higher leg muscle mass, stronger grip strength, and better walking speed compared to those who rarely ate fish. Now let me give you 3 delicious recipes that make anchovies easy and enjoyable for every meal of the day. For breakfast, make a Mediterranean scramble by whisking eggs with a splash of milk, then scrambling them in olive oil while stirring in chopped anchovies, diced tomatoes, spinach, and crumbled feta cheese. Cook until the eggs are fluffy and creamy. Then serve on whole grain toast for a protein and calcium powerhouse that fuels your morning. For lunch, create a Caesar-style power salad by tossing crisp romaine lettuce with a homemade dressing made from mashed anchovies, lemon juice, olive oil, and garlic. Then top with grilled chicken strips, shaved parmesan, and crunchy croutons. The anchovies dissolve completely into the dressing, giving you all the nutrition without a strong fishy taste. For dinner, prepare an Italian-inspired pasta by sautéing minced garlic in olive oil until fragrant, adding chopped anchovies and letting them melt into the oil. Then tossing in cooked whole wheat pasta, fresh parsley, red pepper flakes, and a squeeze of lemon. The anchovies create a rich, savory sauce that coats every strand of pasta with bone-building nutrients. But here's the thing. Anchovies, with their rich calcium content, protein, and iodine, are actually quite low in vitamin D, containing only about 100 to 200 IU per serving, which is far below the 800 to 1000 IU that seniors need daily. Now, let me briefly explain why seniors absolutely must have good levels of vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential because as you age, your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, your kidneys become less effective at converting it to its active form, and many seniors spend more time indoors, further reducing their natural vitamin D production. Without adequate vitamin D, you face increased risk of bone fractures, muscle weakness, impaired immune function, higher rates of depression, and greater likelihood of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. That's why you shouldn't eat anchovies alone. You must add the next food I want to talk about. It is incredibly rich in vitamin D, and combining it with anchovies creates the absolute best combination for getting calcium naturally and building strong legs in seniors. These 2 foods together deliver everything your bones and muscles desperately need in one powerful nutritional partnership. Number 2. Canned mackerel. Mackerel are medium-sized oily fish found in both Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, known for their distinctive striped pattern and rich, flavorful flesh. When canned, mackerel are typically preserved in water, oil, or tomato sauce, making them shelf-stable and incredibly convenient for seniors who want nutritious meals without complicated preparation. There are several common types of mackerel you'll find in stores, and it's important to know which ones to choose. Atlantic mackerel, also called Boston mackerel, is the best choice because it's sustainably caught, low in mercury, and has excellent nutritional content. Pacific Jack mackerel is another good option, widely available and affordable with similar health benefits. King mackerel, however, should be avoided entirely by seniors because it's a large, long-lived fish that accumulates dangerously high levels of mercury that can damage your nervous system and kidneys. Spanish mackerel falls somewhere in the middle. It's safe in moderation, but not ideal for frequent consumption. Always look for cans labeled Atlantic mackerel or Pacific Jack mackerel to ensure you're getting the safest, most nutritious option. Now let's talk about the incredible nutritional profile of canned mackerel compared to sardines. 1 can of mackerel, approximately 3.5 ounces, contains about 240 to 280 milligrams of calcium, which is slightly higher than sardines' 232 milligrams. But here's where mackerel really shines. It delivers approximately 19 to 23 grams of complete, high-quality protein per can, giving your muscles everything they need to stay strong and functional. Beyond the nutrients we've already discussed with anchovies, mackerel is extraordinarily rich in several vitamins that are specifically important for leg strength and mobility in seniors. Mackerel contains high levels of niacin, also called vitamin B3, which improves blood circulation to your leg muscles, ensuring they receive adequate oxygen and nutrients during activity. Poor circulation is why many seniors experience leg cramps, numbness, and fatigue when walking. It's loaded with vitamin B6, which supports the production of neurotransmitters that control muscle movement and coordination, helping prevent the awkward gait and poor balance that lead to falls. Mackerel provides substantial vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from free radical damage during exercise, reducing soreness and speeding recovery so you can stay active day after day. And it contains phosphorus, which works directly with calcium to form the hydroxyapatite crystals that give your bones their hardness and density, making them resistant to fractures even during falls. What's even more shocking about mackerel is its extraordinarily high vitamin D content and how powerfully this helps build stronger legs. A single 3.5-ounce can of Atlantic mackerel contains approximately 360 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, depending on the species and time of year it was caught. This is dramatically higher than sardines at 270 IU per can, anchovies at 100 to 200 IU, canned tuna at only 40 to 50 IU, and even canned salmon at 350 to 450 IU. This exceptional vitamin D content means that eating just one can of mackerel can provide nearly your entire daily requirement in a single meal. Remember, vitamin D directly activates the vitamin D receptors in your thigh and calf muscles, enhancing their contractile strength and preventing the muscle weakness that makes walking difficult and falls more likely. It also ensures that every milligram of calcium you consume from the mackerel bones gets deposited into your skeleton, rather than wasting away unused, or worse, accumulating in your arteries. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition examined 4,200 adults aged 65 and older over a 5-year period, specifically looking at oily fish consumption and musculoskeletal health outcomes. The researchers found that participants who consumed mackerel or similar oily fish twice weekly had 28% greater leg muscle strength measured by chair stand tests, 31% faster walking speeds, and remarkably, 47% fewer hip fractures compared to those who rarely ate oily fish. Now let me give you 3 mouth-watering recipes that make mackerel a delicious part of your daily routine. For breakfast, create a fisherman's hash by sautéing diced potatoes and onions in olive oil until golden and crispy. Then breaking apart canned mackerel into large chunks and folding it gently into the potatoes along with fresh herbs like dill or parsley, cooking just until the fish is warmed through. Crack a poached egg on top, and you have a restaurant-quality breakfast packed with protein, calcium, and vitamin D that will energize your entire morning. For lunch, make an Asian-inspired rice bowl by layering warm brown rice in a bowl, then topping it with flaked mackerel, steamed broccoli, shredded carrots, sliced cucumber, and a drizzle of sauce made from soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and a touch of honey. Sprinkle with sesame seeds for extra calcium, and you have a balanced, colorful meal that tastes like takeout but builds your bones with every bite. For dinner, prepare Mediterranean mackerel cakes by mashing canned mackerel with cooked quinoa, beaten egg, minced garlic, lemon zest, and breadcrumbs, forming the mixture into patties and pan-frying them in olive oil until golden brown on both sides. Serve alongside a fresh tomato salad and whole grain roll for a satisfying dinner that delivers over 40 grams of protein plus all the bone-building nutrients your legs need to stay strong for years to come. Now, eating calcium-rich foods, protein-rich foods, vitamin D, and all these bone-building nutrients are excellent. They are the #1 way to grow strong legs naturally and safely. But here's the reality. As seniors, our leg strength is not what it used to be when we were 40 or 50, so we must put protective measures around our homes to keep us safe while we're building that strength back up. This is particularly important because I am absolutely certain that these 3 things I am about to talk about are in your home right now. Make sure you remove them immediately after watching this video, because they are silently putting you at risk for devastating falls every single day. Number 1. Slippery socks or worn slippers. These seemingly harmless items are actually one of the leading causes of fatal falls in seniors. Regular socks, especially cotton or synthetic ones, offer absolutely no traction on smooth surfaces. They act like tiny ice skates on your feet, causing you to slide unexpectedly when you walk across tile, hardwood, or linoleum floors. Worn slippers are equally dangerous because their soles become smooth and compressed over time, losing whatever grip they once had. The moment you step onto a slick surface, whether it's your bathroom tile after a shower, your kitchen floor while cooking, or even your hallway, your feet can slip right out from under you before your brain even registers what's happening. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society analyzed over 2,000 fall incidents in seniors' homes and found that inappropriate footwear, particularly socks and worn slippers, contributed to 38% of indoor falls. Even more alarming, falls caused by slippery footwear were twice as likely to result in hip fractures compared to other types of falls because victims had no time to catch themselves or break their fall. The safer option is simple and affordable. Invest in non-slip socks with rubber grips on the bottom, or wear proper indoor shoes with textured rubber soles that provide reliable traction on every surface in your home. My patient William, 79, learned this the hard way. He shuffled around his house in his favorite threadbare slippers every morning. One Tuesday, while walking from his bedroom to the bathroom on his tile floor, his slipper caught slightly. He tried to correct, but the smooth sole slid completely out from under him. He fell hard, breaking his hip and spending 6 weeks in rehabilitation. After recovery, William switched to grippy indoor shoes with rubber soles. 2 years later, he's never had another close call. He tells everyone that those $30 shoes saved his independence. Number 2. Bathtubs with high sides. Standard bathtubs with high walls force you to lift your leg 15 to 18 inches off the ground and balance on one foot while stepping over, a movement that puts enormous strain on your hips, knees, and ankle joints. This is one of the most dangerous transitions for seniors in the entire home. Think about what's happening in your body during this moment. You're standing on a wet, slippery bathroom floor. You're lifting one leg high while all your body weight shifts onto the other leg, which may already be weakened by age or arthritis. You're reaching for balance while leaning forward over the tub edge. And you're often doing this when you're tired, first thing in the morning, or when your muscles are stiff. Any slight loss of balance, any momentary dizziness, any unexpected pain in your supporting leg, and you're going down hard onto porcelain or tile. Research from the Centers for Disease Control found that bathrooms account for over 230,000 fall injuries annually in adults over 65, with bathtub-related falls being the single most common cause. These falls frequently result in head trauma, hip fractures, and spinal injuries because of the hard surfaces and confined space. The solution is to either remove the bathtub entirely and replace it with a walk-in shower that has a low or no threshold, making entry completely safe and effortless, or if keeping your tub, install a walk-in tub conversion with a door that swings open so you simply step through rather than climbing over. My patient Helen, 74, fell out of her bathtub while climbing out, fracturing 3 ribs and her wrist. After healing, she had her contractor remove the tub and install a walk-in shower with a built-in seat and grab bars. She now showers confidently every day without fear. Helen says that renovation gave her back her dignity and eliminated the anxiety she felt every time she needed to bathe. Number 3. Front door steps without railings. This is shockingly common, especially in older American homes built decades ago when building codes were less strict about safety features. Many homes have 2, 3, or even 4 concrete or wooden steps leading to the front door with absolutely nothing to hold on to. This becomes incredibly dangerous during rain, snow, or ice when those steps turn into slippery hazards. But even on dry days, navigating steps without railings forces you to rely entirely on your leg strength and balance, with no backup support if you stumble or feel unsteady. For seniors with weakened legs, poor vision, or balance issues, every trip up or down those steps becomes a frightening gamble. Here's what makes this so treacherous. You're often carrying groceries, packages, or mail when using your front steps, meaning your hands aren't free to catch yourself if you start to fall. You might be unlocking your door while standing on a step, dividing your attention and balance. You could be wearing inappropriate footwear after being out. And if you do fall on concrete or wooden steps, the injuries are typically severe: broken hips, fractured wrists, head injuries that require hospitalization. The National Safety Council reports that outdoor stairs and steps cause over 1 million injuries annually, with seniors disproportionately affected. Falls on front steps without railings are particularly dangerous because victims often fall the entire flight, hitting multiple steps on the way down. The solution is straightforward. Install sturdy railings on both sides of your front steps immediately. Having railings on both sides means you can use whichever hand is free, and it provides support whether you're going up or coming down. So here's my question for you. Which of these two powerful canned foods will you add to your shopping list this week? Anchovies or mackerel? And which of these three dangerous items are you removing from your home today? Drop your answers in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're taking action to build stronger legs and create a safer home. Now, if you're serious about building strong legs through strategic nutrition without relying on pills and supplements, I've created 2 comprehensive ebooks specifically for seniors like you. The first is 93 plus high-protein recipes to beat sarcopenia and build strong legs even at 85, packed with delicious meals featuring the exact foods we discussed today, including creative ways to use anchovies, mackerel, and other calcium-rich ingredients that deliver the protein and minerals your muscles and bones desperately need. The second ebook is 75+ recipes to build strong legs and kill weak legs, containing strategically designed recipes that combine calcium, vitamin D, protein, and vitamin K2 in every single meal, giving you the complete nutritional foundation for legs that stay powerful and independent. These aren't random recipes. They're created by someone who has spent over 30 years caring for seniors, addressing the exact nutritional gaps that lead to weak legs, devastating falls, and life-changing fractures. Tomorrow's video is dropping, and you absolutely cannot miss it. I'll be revealing the 3 foods that seniors eat every single day, thinking they're healthy, but they're actually stealing calcium from your bones and weakening your legs. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now and tell me where you're watching from in the comments. Don't miss this critical information that could be the difference between staying active at 85 or losing your independence.